3. For look, in those days, and at that time, I will return the exiles to Judah and Jerusalem. Then I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. I will enter into judgment against them there concerning my people Israel, who are my inheritance, whom they scattered among the nations. They partitioned my land, and they cast lots for my people. They traded a boy for a prostitute. They sold a little girl for wine so they could get drunk. Why are you doing these things to my people, Tyre and Sidon? Are you trying to get even with me, land of Philistia? If you are, I will very quickly repay you for what you have done. For you took my silver and my gold and brought my precious valuables to your own palaces. You sold Judeans and Jerusalemites to the Greeks, removing them far from their own country. Look, I am rousing them from that place to which you sold them. I will repay you for what you have done. I will sell your sons and daughters to the people of Judah. They will sell them to the Sabaeans, a nation far away. Indeed, the Lord has spoken. Proclaim this among the nations. Prepare for a holy war. Call out the warriors. Let all the fighting men approach and attack. Beat the plowshares into swords and the pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I too am a warrior. Lend your aid and come, all you surrounding nations, and gather yourselves to that place. Bring down, O Lord, your warriors. Let the nations be roused, and let them go up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit in judgment on all the surrounding nations. Rush forth with the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come stomp the grapes, for the winepress is full, the vats overflowing. Indeed, their evil is great. Great crowds are in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon are darkest, the sun withheld their brightness. The Lord roars from Zion, from Jerusalem his voice bellows out. The heavens and the earth shake. But the Lord is a refuge for his people. He is a stronghold for the citizens of Israel. You will be convinced that I, the Lord, am your God, dwelling on Zion, my holy mountain. Jerusalem will be holy. Conquering armies will no longer pass through. On that day, the mountain will drip with sweet wine, and the hills will flow with milk. All the dry stream beds of Judah will flow with water. A spring will flow out of the temple of the Lord, watering the valley of acacia trees. Egypt will be desolate, and Edom will be desolate wilderness, because of the violence they did to the people of Judah, to whose land they shed innocent blood. But Judah will reside securely forever, and Jerusalem will be secure from one generation to the next. I will avenge their blood that I had not previously acquitted. It is the Lord who dwells in Zion. All right, so there we have the conclusion of the book of Joel. So we have, again, more of the destruction going on. Let's go back to the beginning here. Just a footnote here. If you ever see this, the Hebrew, if you're reading a Jewish Bible, has the numbering different. So we had it in the last chapter. I didn't mention it. And it said this is chapter 3, verse 1. And then this is chapter 4, verse 1. So in the Hebrew, they have 4 chapters instead of 3 chapters, but often this is only 1 verse or 2 verse that gets shifted here. Here, there's a whole extra chapter that is inserted with the divisions. So just going to show the chapter divisions don't really mean anything. So in those days, you're going to return from exile. You're going to be gathered from all the nations. So all of the people who have been exiled. So does this not describe in some ways the day of Pentecost, when all of these people are gathered in Jerusalem, not in a permanent sense, but in a pilgrimage sense? They're all gathered from the nations, and they all hear the word of the Lord, and they are going to receive the inheritance to be sons of God. So they were cast out, and they're giving the ridiculous reasons and the pettiness and the insignificant thing, like the way you treated people was like they're worthless. They're worthless, like they were throwaway items. But you're going to repay. You're going to repay for all of that, what you did to my people, what you did to the valuables that were in the temple. All of the nations, the surrounding nations, are going to get repaid for what they did. That's what we see. And there's more just language of all the ways that they went away. And then there is going to be a holy war, calling all the Lord, like all the warriors, and and then there's the weaklings. Those who are weak will too say, I too am a warrior. So everybody's going to. And instead of the what we hear in other places, beating the weapons of war into plowshares and pruning hooks, it's reversed here. It is a reversal of that. It is turning your weapons for farming into war, because these people that are docile are going to overthrow you that have subjugated them. Is there anything else? Oh, and then there is the imagery here of there is so much destruction. It's like grape vats that are overflowing when the wine press is full. That's how much blood and destruction is going to happen. So in other words, you won't escape. So in the beginning, we have the people of God who are not following God. They have destruction come on them. Now, those people who are the nation surrounding them, when God restores, they're going to be repaid for what they did to the people of God. And then we have, again, the imagery of the sun and moon are darkened and the stars are withheld. So is this a one-time? Is it a cyclical thing? I think you can go with either one of those, depending on how you want to view things. Do you need it literally to happen, and it has to happen exactly as described? Okay, fine. Then it hasn't happened yet. If you're going with the, oh, well, it was dark for about 3 hours when Jesus was on the cross, then it has happened. But could there be a second or a third happening of it? I'm inclined to say there's multiple ways in which it can happen, and happen repeatedly. And we have the returning of sweet wine. We have the returning of all those things. And the enemies, Edom and Egypt, are going to be desolate. Why? Because of the violence they did to my people. The violence they did to my people. Shedding innocent blood. All right. And then, I will avenge the blood that has not previously been acquitted. So, hey, these aren't forgotten. Even if you got to return to the land and you've been oppressed again, hey, we're going to, God will balance all the scales in the end. There we go. And Sam Davison, thank you for the lurk, friend. Hope you are doing well. So there we go. We finished the book of Joel.